computer. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. It's howdy doody time. I had no idea that. So
I like that.
I'm glad it's just for us, right?
Yeah.
I do thank you guys for coming in. I don't discount your time at all. I know that it's valuable, and it means something to me when I get on here and each of you start popping in. I do appreciate that you're here, and it makes it possible for other people to see this. So let's share my screen. Let's get started. All right, here we go. Dorothy, I'm going to enlarge it, see if you can see it. Are you good with it?
Just a minute.
You can?
Yep.
Great. So January 16th, and let's get started. Let's start with our little sharing. What do you want to share? We want to share your thoughts with our friendly community. Take one and answer it, and then we'll get on with our lessons here. My goal for this challenge is, the most fun I had today is, and what I really want to share is, and what I am most grateful for is, and the most fun I had today was preparing this Zoom tonight, and I'll let it go at that. Who's next? I did. I had fun. Sue, you want to go?
Most fun I had today.
What are you saying, John?
I said the most fun I had today was being at Epcot with Sue.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Good.
Did you go in the morning or the afternoon? Wasn't it cold?
No, we
No,
went
it was nice.
like at 11 o'clock, and it was really nice.
Yeah, Sue said you're doing something, so you have your little scooter or something for Lowe's and things?
Yeah, I'm going to go get a electric lift put on the back of my truck tomorrow.
Oh. Are you going to that place that Tony uses?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you tell him about it, Tony? Get with John tomorrow. Oh, he already has a place. Never mind. I'm glad you had fun. Epcot is great.
Yep.
I didn't know nothing about it till just now.
Oh, okay. Talk to him tomorrow and tell him about where you got your trailer hitch. You're probably going to the same place, I bet.
I have a trailer hitch.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get a lift put on
Yeah,
it.
but the guy, that's the same guy who put the lift on the back of Tony's for that, where we put extra things now.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, same place. But if you got it already worked out, but get with Tony, and Tony can tell you about the guy we use.
Okay.
Yeah. Sue, how about you?
Let's see. Most fun I had today was when we were at Epcot. There was this one booth, and they had these beautiful scarves out displayed that you could buy. So I was looking at them, and I was talking to the girl that worked there, and she says, she says, you can make your own in here. And what it is they had some kind of water that had like a gel in it.
Uh-huh.
You took these bottles of paint, and you could drip paint into this big long thing of water. And I did 5 different colors.
Wow.
And then I took a stick, and I kind of made the colors swirl like they do with these fancy coffees when they make pictures in the cloth, And then we laid the white scarf in on top of this water, and this paint went into the material of the scarf.
Do you have the scarf?
Yes, I do. And when it's all done, it's got to wait a couple of days, and then I got to wash it and iron it to set the ink. I'll make sure I show y'all.
Well, next week on Zoom, you can share it with everybody.
Yes, I will. And that was so much fun. And I am not the artistic person. I can't draw a straight line. But it's my soul. But it was really easy to do, and it was so much fun.
You know, cool. that's called batik.
It's called what?
Batik.
What is it?
B-A-T-I-Q-U-E.
Yeah, it's a Japanese process.
Yeah, they use some,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're beautiful.
I
can't
had
wait
lots
to
of
see
fun
it.
doing it. Yep.
Who's next?
I'll go. My goal for this challenge is to, I'm getting back on track, so to reach my goal. And the most fun I had today is I was out working in the garden, and several people went by. I'm sifting and saving all of the landscaping stones that have sunk into the dirt. So I'm out there sifting, and some lady went by and asked if I was sifting for gold. If I find some, I'll hire somebody to finish this. I really want to share is that I'm most grateful is that Dick is doing better. I don't know if everybody knew that his blood pressure crashed Friday. And thank God he was at the dialysis center. So I really want to share how the people there are such wonderful people.
Mm.
Keep us posted.
Yeah.
Dorothy, you want to go?
Well, I'm grateful that my mother is doing good.
That's great.
I the most fun I had was really not today. On Saturday we had a meeting at the church. We every year have a group called Friendship Group, and so luckily I got in the same group of three. There's three other people in the group that were in our group last year, and we have so much fun with them. And then the people that joined us this time are so much fun. The one girl has her own pig in her house. That's her pet.
Really?
Yeah, we had a lot of laughs at this dinner, and the dinner is that you pick so many things for appetizer, so many things for your meal, and so many things for dessert. And the things are named so that you don't know what you're picking. So let me see if I can tell you what I got.
She did have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, here is my appetizers. I had warm position, jealous chick, mud bath, and hippie cash. And for my main course, I had Michigan's greatest, sour toads, Tiny Tim's mama, autumn color, and blood. And for dessert, I had crushed seeds, bad start, and flat iron. And okay, so what I actually received for my meal, my appetizers were a spoon, a slice of a green pepper, coffee, and a roll. Okay, so once you have these, and of course I just sent the roll back, but once you have this, you send it back. So then my next course was I got water, a pickle, tomato, radish, and ketchup. And so for dessert, I got mustard, deviled egg, and a knife. And for those people who got their fork, knife, and spoon before they got something that they had to eat with it, they didn't have anything to eat with. They would have to eat one of the desserts was like an apple dumpling. Well, when they got their little piece of apple dumpling, they didn't have a fork and knife or a spoon. And it's really cute. But then of course after you're done, you still have a meal. But this is how you starts laughing. So,
Yeah, that's funny.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And then they give you questions and answers, questions that you can ask each person. And mine was, if you could have whatever food, as much of a food that you want, what would that food be? And of course, what do you think?
Chocolate.
Yep.
I know my girl. I know my girl. That was great, Dorothy.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Bird Mom, how about you?
Okay. My goal for this challenge is to win it.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I haven't done that for a while. And the most fun I had today is actually in gym doing the exercise class. It was like, wasn't really Zumba, but it was close to Zumba. So I enjoyed that. I really did.
Yeah. Now, we ran into each other the other day.
Yes, yes.
Fun.
And that's it.
Thanks, Marsh.
You're
Lisa.
My goal for this challenge is I have been picking maintain, so I picked to lose, which is like 1 pound difference. And just to be more consistent and purposeful in getting the weight off. The most fun I had today is Riley he keeps me in stitches. But last night I had been itching to crochet, and it's funny because at church Sunday they said, "Oh, we're having a prayer shawl ministry." So one of my mahjong friends went with me, and we went and sat around and started crocheting on a shawl, and that was really fun.
Cool.
And so that's my share. And there's not enough time on the Zoom for me to share what I am most grateful for. But let's just say that I appreciate all of you and the charmed life that I'm leading. Knock on wood.
So, Tony, thank you, Lisa. Tony,
Yes. For me?
what do you want to share?
Okay, well, my goal for this challenge was to keep everybody laughing.
Oh, okay.
Doing that.
You're doing a good job.
The most fun I had today was looking for funny things, but it was fun looking for them. I didn't find nothing real funny, but what I really want to share is I had a problem here the other day, and I think you all should hear about this. I had a pill that I take for
What?
a little pill that I take for my prostrate, and then at the same time I realized my hearing aid battery needed to be changed, so I took it off and I took the I got a new one and I put it in my hand, and I went and got the water with my left hand, but that's when my other pill was, and I got the battery in my right hand, and I swallowed the battery.
No.
So I thought I was going to share this with you and let you know. I don't know if it's come on yet, but I keep trying to.
That's dangerous.
Now you're the energizer. Now you're the energizer puppy.
Well, I tell you, I told Gary Grantham, I said, if you touch my nose, you get shocked.
Oh my God.
So I call poison control for
Anyway,
my
what I'm
my
most
husband.
grateful for is my next door neighbor that I just adored. John, so you guys are just super.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
I'm
called.
really
So
grateful that I have you as friends.
Oh, well, we're lucky to have
that
you.
was good, Tony, and I feel the very same way. We miss them when they're not here. They went to the hotel room. It's like they abandoned.
Yeah.
So I called poison control,
Yeah.
and the lady was really nice, and she said, when this is all done, unless he obviously sees it in his stool, he has to have an X-ray. So to make sure that battery actually came out.
Oh, really?
It's
Yes.
very dangerous. Very
That's
dangerous.
that's the only danger he's really in trouble of. Had he been having gastrointestinal problems or anything, then it would have been a different. But the really funny part is, she said, we get many of these calls every day. That battery call and people, yeah. So he didn't have to feel bad. She says, we get these calls all the time. You're good. Now, did I miss anyone? I think that was everybody, right?
Yeah.
Sue.
I talked.
Sue shared about Epcot, and she shared about
that's
the
right.
stars.
Right.
Yeah, but that's okay. You're getting old.
Yeah.
Hey now. No, really, I'm just, my brain is strained from all of my activities. I'm not used to using my brain that much.
So weigh-in ends on the 21st. Pretty much everybody's done. We're down to 2. And weigh out is February 2nd through the 6th. And they can still join up until the 21st. So if anybody's not in there yet and wants to get there, John.
Not saying any names.
I will be on the high seas during the way out.
Oh,
so-
that's right.
You both will. Well, we don't care.
How we go? Well, yeah.
You don't have to weigh out. We don't
Yeah.
care. It could be enough for fun if you want, but you don't have to, John. I'm playing with you. I just thought I'd be really subtle there. Was I subtle?
Yes,
No.
Yes. I thought she was quite subtle.
I really didn't intend to. I'm having a wild night tonight for whatever reason. It's Tony's battery he charged me on.
Yeah.
So I signed in, I guess it was yesterday, to do my post, and I see we're in first place. Oh my gosh, I was, what happened? And then she took up first place again. So that probably had to do with our extra points that we got. But it's always Mary Jane and us.
Mhm.
Direction is much more important than speed. Is your question how much weight Do I want to lose, or is the real question, how long do I want to live well? So we got pretty far in the goal setting, and there's just a little bit left of that. I'm going to finish that tonight. But we did get to do a few of the goal setting workshops together, and I did my own, and I'm really happy with it, and I do believe everybody else, and of course it will become, I see my door moving over there. Did Tony leave?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's over here messing with me, I guess. Anyway, so
Connie, did you have to pick that picture of the elephant? That reminds me of my legs.
I was thinking the same thing. My legs too. They're so dry. Oh my God.
No, you didn't, Dorothy.
that was in our Zoom today. Not our Zoom, our challenge today. So I just recently took a picture of me with my original pants, and that's, well, Tony took the picture, but I actually surprised myself. And those are the same pants you see in my original. Marcia's shaking her head.
It's amazing.
And I talked with the coaches in a meeting, and actually with Sue about having written to nutrition support, which everyone can do with any question that you have. But I sent them the pictures, and I told them what happened with me with Gay and her being concerned about me starving myself. And so nutrition support wrote me back, and she said, my name is Alexandra, and I'm a registered dietitian on the Optavia Nutrition Support team. Thank you for sharing your story and for reaching out to us. It sounds like you have cultivated many healthy habits in your life, and for that I commend you. We all have. We often forget that it's about progress and not perfection. That's a lesson we can teach our clients as well. As a role model, you show that you don't just talk the talk, but walk the walk. That doesn't mean you don't struggle from time to time, but that you're committed to being better each and every day. She couldn't have said it better. It was words I actually probably needed to hear. I agree with your coaches based on your current exercise status and future plans. The optimal weight 4, 2, and 1 plan is a great option for you. It will still promote a calorie deficit for weight loss, but it will support a higher level of physical activity so you can perform and feel your best while properly nourishing your body. And she attached me a guide. Additionally, as a coach, doing this plan may also help you better support your clients. While many clients do the optimal weight 5 and 1 plan, there are some that are better suited for the optimal weight 4, 2, and 1. Whether it is due to a health-related condition, someone's age, it's a good option for those 65 plus who do not exercise, desire for increased flexibility, or higher levels of exercise, such as yourself. So now what I'm going to do are this up top, you see when I did the 5 and 1, and in 5 months I lost 70 pounds, and I have maintained within 15 pounds of that. So now I'm going to do those same pictures, and this is my beginning picture here for the 4, 2, and 1. And I'm really am looking forward to being able to share that experience with other people too. And anyway, Sue, I know that you and I are talking a little bit about the 4, 2, and 1, and we'll get back on that. Plus, I have to get you some forms and things. What if I believed that nothing ever worked for me? What if I just gave up? Wouldn't that be a shame? What if I thought it would be nice to slim down, but it just wasn't that important to me? And what if I were indifferent? These were in our Zooms last week, but they really drive home a point to me because I've been all of those at some point in time in my life. And when I saw that this was possible, that was really the switch that flipped. Here are the attitudes and beliefs that make change possible, and we've been covering those. And possibility is when you believe something can be done. Capability is when you believe you can do it. Necessity is when you believe that you must do it now or else. Worthiness is I am worthy, but body fat is not a condition, is a condition, not a person. And we left off with desire. Desire is when you want better for yourself. Expectation is you expect it. You have actually committed yourself. And the willingness is that you are willing. And we all falter on all of these at different times. But I think the key thing there is not ever giving up. Who cares how long it takes? That was the elephant. Who cares how long does it take? And that's really where I have reached the choice of doing the 4, 2, and 1, because I'm more interested in a sustaining and a lifestyle to where this is not something I ever have to think about again. Does anyone have any contribution on this or any question? I mean, you can see clearly how this would be important. All of us, when we're not doing it, we can see which one of these is missing. When we are doing it, we can see that all of them are collected in us.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
I'm up to expectation.
But you're willing to.
Yes.
Now you can share your marbles and you can explain the picture.
Okay, so I was telling Mommy that I went to empty my recycle and I couldn't help but notice that the only thing in there was water bottles and Powerade Zero bottles, which that's my recycle basket. So I wish I did not have an actual before picture. I wish I did, but so I just went and found a picture of Mountain Dew cans. So the before and after is from the point when I drank absolutely nothing but Mountain Dew to now my drink of choice is pretty much water. So that's, to me, that's profound. And the thing that flipped my switch was when the challenge said that Mountain Dew had rocket fuel additive in it, which I knew that Mountain Dew was bad before that. And actually, interestingly, as I was looking for this picture, there is actually a 12-step program to deal with your Mountain Dew addiction, which, yeah. And interestingly, so of course I had to look at it, and I went through all the steps just as they had listed there to overcome your Mountain Dew addiction. So I thought that. So now I'll share my marbles. So I have a tank top that says "Plank now, wine later." So I thought it would be appropriate to have my little marbles in a wine glass. Okay, and then right beside it, I have this little dessert dish because I'm treating myself to getting healthy. And so as I weigh in every week, I can transfer a marble to from my need to lose to my lose jar.
Cool.
And the other thing I did is, Mommy took my measurements, and this tape measure is sitting right by my computer to remind me that those measurements, I sure didn't like them. And I have 2 scales. So I have a scale in my Florida room that I have to walk by every time I go in and out of the house, which is kind of a reminder that to stay on track. And I dug my gear out so I can keep track of my steps. So yeah, I've been playing now. I'm like, no, it's playtime's over. Got to get this weight off to manage my pain.
Thank you.
Not so much for vanity, but for pain management.
And there's a lot of before and afters. I guarantee you that I could go through everybody in here and they have a before and after. I have a before and after. When I was up at my daughter's for Christmas, when I got there, she had these on my dresser. She remembers that I used to love these. I would finish the top row when I was shopping, take them home and say, well, I'm going to eat them anyway. I'll just finish them now. So we opened up our gifts on Christmas morning. She had wrapped up a box of chocolate-covered cherries. So this is my after. Before, you would not be seeing these boxes. And the point here is there's a lot of befores and afters. Tony's before and after, and one of the reasons he's so engrossed in his health journey is because he was gradually losing weight and had no appetite. He got down to under 170, which I've never seen him under 170. And so now he purposely is eating, and he has his weight back up to 185. So before and after is not always to lose weight. It could be to gain weight. Does anybody else have a before and after they can share? That's not a weight loss picture? Something you used to do before that you don't do now?
Oh, me was eating popcorn almost every night. And it wasn't just the snack one, it was the family one. And other than what I shared with my dog, I ate the whole bag. And I was telling Connie Monday that I don't even like popcorn anymore, and I cannot believe that.
Mhm.
I definitely cannot believe that.
How about you, Dorothy? You got a before and after?
Oh, mine is, before it was chocolate candy, now it's brownies.
There you go. But it's your Optavia brownie.
The
There you
Optimum
go.
brownies. Yeah,
They're good too.
yeah, I like the swirl too. I like the cinnamon swirl.
I do too. Do you make them in the microwave?
I do, yeah.
I went back to making them in the microwave, and I like them better than the oven ones. So the reason I went back to the microwave is I wouldn't eat them because it would take me too long to get the pans out and to bake them. And then when I would bake them, I'd eat more than 3, which I should have only been eating 3. So I myself made the decision to go back to use the microwave, and I actually like them better and they're quicker. So that was really good. Thank you. Anybody else have a before and after? Okay.
John's before and after was
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
his Diet Coke.
Mm.
And, I mean, he'd have a glass next to the bed and drink it first thing in the morning, and he'd drink all day long. He'd always had a glass of Diet Coke, and I kept telling him, quit drinking that stuff. It's garbage. Oh, no. But now he's drinking nothing but Powerade Zero.
Good.
I was drinking probably 2 liters a day.
Wow.
I've started a fad in the code because I drink them, and every time I've had one, people are asking me and reading the labels, and so now I've got a bunch of people on the Powerade Zero.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's why Publix doesn't have any anymore.
Do you have a before and after, Sue? Do you have anything you don't do anymore? Bird Mom, do you have anything you don't do anymore?
Yeah, a couple of things. One is the big bag of Publix popcorn. I can eat a whole bag like in 2 sittings. I don't do that. Yeah. And also those cartons of ice cream, like you get them 2 for $7 or 2 for $9. I used to go through them like water.
Yeah. So there's more before and afters than just the picture of your body. Did you come up with something, Sue?
Yeah, mine are those Ghirardelli squares.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got a whole box of them in the freezer, and they've been there, and I haven't touched them for months.
Why are they in your freezer?
I don't know.
Are you waiting? Dorothy has a story about. Was it you, Dorothy?
Yeah.
Tell your story.
Oh, I went on Weight Watchers because I wanted to fit into a dress for a wedding, and I was on a diet. So, and I can tell you, one of the things I froze was chocolate cake. The other one was sauerkraut and kielbasa. Those were 2 things that I had pumpkin pie. Those are 2 things that I had frozen, and as soon as I lost my weight, I ate them. So not that I had a whole cake, I just had a little bit of cake, but the mentality of you're on a diet is different than you're on a health journey.
Yeah.
Big time.
learned that. So I gained it all back. I was a lifetime Weight Watcher.
I'm taking my chocolate covered cherries and putting them out for church.
Are you?
That way they don't go to one person. I've been really debating about throwing them away.
No, don't.
I couldn't bring myself to throw them away. I have 2 values in conflict with each other here. So I finally came up that I could take them to church.
Yes.
A lot of people are going to have one. That's not so bad. I won't be poisoning somebody like deliberately.
Right.
Now my cookies will do that.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So why do we want to lose weight? We all have, I hadn't thought of this till just now, but I had to have both of my feet operated on. And I always thought it was because I had done all those high impact aerobics classes. It never occurred to me it was because I was 249 pounds until I wasn't 249 pounds and my feet didn't hurt anymore. Tony rubbed my feet every night just because I suffered so bad. And that never happens anymore. That's another great before and after, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'd like Tony to rub my feet.
Good luck with that.
Come on over, Dorothy.
That's a long distance.
Maybe Sue
Or
can get it for you.
Yeah, I'll take the feet rubbing.
What'd you say, Dorothy?
I said, or anyone.
Oh, anyone.
I mean,
It kept my hands, when I did her fits every day, I kept my hands real soft.
it sounds
I
like
had this cream in my hands and I was rubbing her feet, but my hands got real soft.
Yeah.
What surgery did they do to your feet?
Plantar fasciitis.
Oh, okay.
They laid the bottom of my foot down because my foot had come up off of the ground. I was, if you ever saw the pictures, Marcia used to tell the story, and the first time she told it, I really didn't like it. I said, really? And then I heard other people telling it, but she'd say she'd come over and I'd be laying on the couch and I don't know. But I was always sick. I had all those problems with my feet. So it's a perfect place for that to come up because health is not about the weight you lose. It's about the life you gain. And sometimes it's about extending your life. Actually, all the time it's about extending your life. We all talk about the looking better, but I think it's probably the quality of life and feeling better that really is what we all should be doing. And then it would last longer. When you say you want to lose weight, what you really mean is I want to play with my kids without getting winded. I want to be able to look in the mirror and feel good about what I see. I want to impress my someone. I want to improve my health. I want to live a long life. Diet has two definitions. And I shared this with Lisa the other day, and it was impactful for her, so I thought it would be good to share with you guys. And a diet is what you consume, the kind of food that a person, animal, or community habitually eats, a vegetarian diet. Every single person has a diet. Every single person has a diet. But when you're on a diet, that's a different situation. Not everyone goes on a diet. And so what Lisa and I was talking about there was about people asking her about dieting. And she said, I think that the feeling I get is of loving your body more. I have come to not want to hurt my body. I have come to where I love my body and I want to be better to it. It really is a motivating factor for me. And I can't imagine why it hasn't always been that way. But, and I think it comes from all of the things that they like to say is not your fault. And so just turning that whole thought process around from punishing yourself for doing what you've done that's created the problems that you have to just going back and loving yourself and then taking care of yourself the way you know how to do, and somehow got off the beaten path as we went through life. That is what has changed in me and my thinking.
That topic came up when I was sharing that people are noticing what I'm doing. They're noticing the fuelings that I'm eating. They're noticing what I'm drinking. They're noticing my activity level. And I had somebody say, well, I didn't get you cookies because I know you're on a diet.
Good.
And so I had to say, well, actually, it's not a diet. It's a healthy lifestyle. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm not depriving myself of anything. I'm nourishing myself so I can be the best I can be. And they're starting to get that. Like, they're starting to get over the impression that I'm on a diet and I'm, depriving myself of something, as opposed to I'm living a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, and I think that's something. Yeah, I think that's something that's changed for me, Dorothy, Tony, Marcia. from when we got on the program and we were losing the weight. It was all about losing weight with all of us.
Yes.
It took us doing this for a long time before the health side of it actually kicked in a way it needed to make this a lot easier to do. Work out and eat healthy because you love your body, not because you hate it. Love yourself, you are worth it. And that's one of those attitudes, the worthiness thing. And I bet a bunch of us don't feel like we have a problem with that. But the fact of how much it shows up, it play into everything. 10 ways to love your body. Think of your body as the vehicle to your dream. Honor it, respect it, fuel it. Who wants to read this?
I will.
I will.
Go ahead. Well, go ahead.
Walk with your head held high, supported by pride and confidence in yourself as a person. Don't let your weight or shape keep you from activities that you enjoy. Wear comfortable clothes that you like, that express your personal style, and that feel good to your body. Count your blessings, not your blemishes. Be your body's friend and supporter, not its enemy. Find a method of exercise that you enjoy and do it regularly. Don't exercise to lose weight or to fight your body. Do it to make your body healthy and strong and because it makes you feel good. Exercise for the 3 F's: fun, fitness, and friendship. Keep a list of 10 positive things about yourself without mentioning your appearance and add to it. Put a sign on each of your mirrors saying, "I'm beautiful inside and out." Be willing to do what it takes to live a healthy life.
Thank you, Liz.
I want to print that.
That's good. Yeah.
I can post that. That's not a problem. And does everyone know Louise Hay from the Hay House?
She looks familiar.
Yeah, she just recently died, but she's just such a swell lady. This is her message on Love Yourself.
Good morning, Believe Nation. Today's message is love yourself. Over to you, Louise Hay.
I wake up every morning.
I think I did not share with sound. I'm going to.
We've got sound, but we don't
Got
have
no picture.
You don't have the picture?
No, we have the sound with no picture.
Okay. I'll fix that too. Thank you. Okay, share. And go with sound.
Espresso, keep me going.
Got a picture?
Yeah.
Now, I know that you've heard me say many times, or you've read or listened on the tapes, that loving yourself is the most powerful thing we can do. Then everything flows. Everything flows beautifully. Now, I'm not talking about vanity or arrogance, because that is not love. That's always fear. I'm talking about just really respecting and appreciating this incredible, magnificent being that we are. You know, little babies know how to love themselves. You were born in pure love, all of you. There's not one little baby alive that I know of that ever criticizes its body or ever says, "My hips are too big." Have you ever heard a baby say that? They're just thrilled and delighted that they have a body. And they rejoice in it. And they love themselves. They love their toes. They love everything about themselves. They absolutely adore, they express their feelings. You know, when a baby is happy, you know it. When a baby is angry, the whole neighborhood knows it. They're never scared to let people know how they feel. They live in the moment. And they're filled with courage. And they're wonderful. And we were all like that. Got to remember that you were filled with courage and you were full of love and you adored yourself when you were very little.
We're going a little deep this morning in the Espresso series, and a topic that we haven't really covered much on the channel, but I think loving yourself is going to be at the core of success as an entrepreneur, because if you don't, you're not going to allow yourself to get to where you want to be. You're going to constantly be hating on yourself, throwing out negativity, telling yourself that you can't do something, and that will prevent you from getting to where you go. It's just the wrong mindset. You hear this advice often in relationships. A lot of the relationship experts will say you can't really have a successful relationship until you love yourself first. If you don't love yourself, then the people who you're around won't really love you either. And so that's always the core. But I think it also applies really well in an entrepreneurial setting, where if you don't love yourself and allow yourself to make mistakes and forgive yourself and allow yourself to go and learn and try new things and fail and fall and get back up and keep going, the love of self allows you to keep going, to push forward, to have the confidence to try again, to believe in yourself, to go out and accomplish this big thing, to have the positive mindset to want to go out and achieve. And I think it's an interesting topic that, again, we haven't covered, but super important to the world of entrepreneurship. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Question of the day, do you?
Yeah. Do we see how that applies? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we stopped sharing and we're back here and everybody loved herself.
Here's how we do it at water aerobics. We go and give ourselves a hug.
What do you got on your shirt?
It says, wake up and be awesome.
There you go. Yeah.
I have a t-shirt on that is 27 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
USMC.
Wow.
USMC. It's 27 years old.
Cool.
Dorothy, go ahead.
That ties in with what I posted today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't gone in and read it. You know, that amazes me how sometimes I will have posted and then the next day what has been our teachable moment is actually part of Meltdown's message that next day. That happens every now and then. I go, whoa.
Well, I had a weird thing happen to me today. I was thinking about teaching the class on painting flowers. Okay? And it was a dream or a thought that crossed my mind. And the minister's wife called me today and asked me if I would teach another class on painting.
That's wow.
Yeah.
I love when that happens. Yeah.
Yeah. And the last time it was 125 people. So,
wow.
She's so good. She's so good. How's Dawn doing? I mean, I read her posts and I just worry about her all the time.
Yeah. She's not doing very good. You know, she's plugging away.
Mm.
She had cellulitis in her feet. And yeah, so that was a problem. But you know, she keeps plugging on. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to stop recording now. And again, I thank you guys.